Good day to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture. And we back again touch the topic of Ukraine, but this time more from a journalist and literature perspective, because with us on Skype is Tomasz Grzywaczewski, a journalist and a book author. Thank you very much for calling. Tomek, are you there?
Hello, thank you very much for the invitation, and it's a great pleasure to be here with you.
And you plan to go back again to Ukraine. You've already been a few times there, and you've seen a lot of things and a lot of part of this conflict, because you've been to Ukraine also in 2017, yes? So much earlier. So I would say you see how the whole situation developed and have developed already. So of course my question is, what do you think about this conflict, and what do you think, and what do you hear from Ukrainian people as altogether as their approach to the war?
I think that in terms of this war, there are two extremely striking things. The first one is the determination of Ukrainian nation to fight for their homeland. Even though this war has been lasting for more than a half year, still most of the Ukrainians are ready to fight until the very end. And the end means the liberating of the all occupied territories, including the territories that were captured in the year 2014. I'm thinking about Donbass and about Crimean Peninsula. So this determination is something absolutely striking and admirable. And I can say that this is like a nation-building experience for Ukrainian people. Ukrainians have proved that they are ready to fight for their homeland, to fight for their state. And contrary to what President Putin claims, because he had said before the war started that there is no Ukrainian state, there is no Ukrainian nation, it is totally different. There is Ukrainian state that is protecting their citizens, and there is Ukrainian nation that is fighting for their life and for their freedom. And another, I think, crucial facet of this war is that this is not just the war between Russian army and Ukrainian army. Actually, this is a total war waged by Russian barbarians against Ukrainian nation, war full of atrocities, war during which Russians are committing war crimes, crimes against humanity, and also genocide. This is the war in which this is the civilian population that is suffering the most from the hands of Russian occupiers. We've already heard about 1,000 cases of civilian people being killed, beaten, tortured, raped, deported to Siberia. So this is a total war against a civilian population, against innocent Ukrainian people. And I think it needs to be repeated again and again that Russians are responsible for genocide on Ukrainian nation. And it can't be forgotten because something like that is happening in 21st century in the very heart of Europe. I think it was hard to imagine before February 24th that anyone in Europe can start a war of genocide. But Russia proved that they are ready to decimate the whole nation, to behave like totalitarian regimes like Nazi Germany or Soviet Russia in the 20th century. As I said, it can't be forgotten.
And in your opinion right now, what is the most difficult part of this war, which brings the biggest difficulty also for Ukrainian people?
I think that right now the worst scenario that can happen is that this conflict is going to be frozen, because I think that that Russia is trying to bargain for some kind of ceasefire. But if such even preliminary or tentative ceasefire agreement is reached right now, it means that the really huge swaths of Ukrainian territories are staying under Russian occupation. And such a ceasefire is going to give Russian time to replenish their forces in terms of manpower, ammunition, and military equipment, and it will give Russia time to prepare another vast offensive against Ukraine. That is why both Ukrainian leaders and Ukrainian nation is claiming that the only outcome of this war is acceptable is to liberate all the territories, because Ukrainians know it very well that the ultimate goal of Russia is to decimate the Ukrainian state. However, Russia, by blackmailing Western community, particularly European Union, with gas cuts during the winter, it will try to force European politicians to deliver some kind of ceasefire. But I think this outcome is going to effect in horrifying outcomes in the future. It's not going to end the war. It will only give a good start for another Russian offensive.
Well, so we keep the fingers crossed that it actually will not happen, and that Russia will have to eventually surrender and give up and leave the Ukrainian territories and countries. All this is extremely interesting, but of course we cannot predict the future. Anyway, Tomasz, thank you very much for calling us and telling all this, and good luck to you during your travels and reporting the truth from the front. And to you, the viewers of Poland Daily, thank you for watching our show.